If you're a longtime Gundam fan, or a longtime anime fan in general, you may have heard about Toru Furuya, who voices Amuro, the main character of the first Gundam series, among other popular anime characters. Well, he had an extramarital affair with a fan 37 years younger than him, abused her, got her pregnant, and then forced her to abort. Yeah, I know, that's a lot. As someone who's been a Gundam fan for nearly half my life so far, I thought I should voice out my thoughts on the matter. A lot of Gundam fans are probably afraid of what this issue might lead to. Well, I'm a bit scared myself, since Amuro has always been the face of Gundam and has been a hero to many people. And by extension, Furuya has also been a hero to many people. I have my own opinions on what he did, but we'll talk about that later. First, I want to talk about the kind of mindset I think we Gundam fans ideally should have in the middle of all of this. Emphasis on ideally, because ideals are hard to achieve. As human beings, it's gonna be hard to put our emotions away whenever we're gonna hear Amuro's voice from now on. The recent happening will change the way we hear his voice, arguably forever. But I think it's ideal to acknowledge that Toru Furuya is only the voice of Amuro. He does not represent Amuro's character, not even Ribbons, not even Yamcha, who was a womanizer, and furthermore, he doesn't fully represent Gundam or any anime he's been part of. I think it's ideal to separate the art from the artist. But if there's any real-life person you should associate with Amuro, that should be Yoshiyuki Tomino himself, the creator of Gundam. I'm a firm believer that a fictional character has a stronger connection with his creator than with the person who portrays him. Amuro is a product of Tomino's knowledge, ideals, and creative desire. And while Tomino's kind of an asshole, at least he's not this level of publicly scandalous. For now at least. You're allowed to have any opinion you want on Furuya based on your values. You can keep on hating him, or you can forgive him, as long as that's what your values and conscience align with. But please do not direct those opinions on Amuro and Gundam as a whole. I understand it's hard to control your emotions, we are human after all, but I hope your love for Gundam triumphs over your hate for Furuya's sins. With that said, I'll now talk about what I think and feel about the issue specifically. I'll base my opinion mostly on the last thing he said in his statement, which raises multiple questions. How sincere are his statements? Just what is he willing to do to make up for his offense? And what were the specifics behind the consent between Furuya and the girl? Could there have been a third party here? Is there a possibility that the girl manipulated him to start that affair to begin with? Were legal lines crossed? And what other bad things has Furuya done to this girl and potentially other fans? There's still a lot of things I'd like to know before I can have a solid opinion on what level of punishment he deserves and, well, whether or not he still deserves his career. There's still a lot we don't know about. What we know so far is arguably surface level information, but one thing's for sure, he does deserve to be punished for this. I just don't know to what extent, but I guess his willingness, if sincere, is a start. At the end of the day, as cheesy as it sounds, I just hope that truth and justice will dictate the turn of events. The truth of what happened between him and parties involved, and the true feelings of fans who've been supporting his career. So my advice to everyone who was his fan is to just voice out what you truly think and feel about the situation. If you want to forgive him, go ahead. If you want to keep making memes and jokes about him, go ahead. By the way, I personally really like that Biltorchica's children joke. It actually cracked me up. Sorry. If you want to take part in canceling him, go ahead, as long as it aligns with your values. Whatever happens in the end, like if he redeems himself somehow, or the opposite happens and gets fired and recasted, I just hope that he truly deserves what he gets based on the truth of what happened and the true thoughts and feelings of the people who've supported his career for years. I personally don't want him to get recasted, and I also don't want Amuro to be replaced as the face of Gundam, but I also imagine things would feel really messy for years to come with Furuya's voice still attached to Amuro. The best case scenario would be if he redeems himself somehow, but at this point there's a lot he has to make up for, and there's a lot of irreparable damage here. Some people might say that, oh, he just cheated, people cheat in Japan all the time anyway. Well, having an extramarital affair, especially without the consent of your partner, is already wrong to begin with, and in this case, there are so many additional layers of evil here, involving abuse and forced abortion. Anyway, that's it for the video. I'm hoping for the best, and that everyone gets what they deserve. You all have a nice day.